In a world constructed from books and thoughts restricted only by our collective imaginations, a group of friends gather together to warp reality, living out our wildest dreams, putting on weird voices and pretending to be fantastical creatures like elves and wizards, all within the confines of a single room.
That's right, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, and this is +3 to friendship. I'm your Dungeon Master, Leo.
I'm Josh, and my character's name is Sid Veranda.
I'm Andreas, and I am Vildar.
I'm Buster, and I'm playing Cecil Swordsway.
Join us as we unravel the mysteries of sugar and shadows.
Enjoy the show!
Welcome back to +3 to friendship. Another fine adventure. Thank you.
A fact? Are we going to do a fact?
You did me that last time?
Yeah.
Interesting fact.
You could do a fact.
Thank God.
Yeah, just sprinkled in every here and there.
My name is Josh, and my character is Sid Varan. Sid Varan. And I hinted at it last episode, but all Sid wants to do is have a musical concert for his friends. Deep down, he just wants to be a musician.
Well, you did hire the crickets.
Yeah, my
So you're all
favorite.
music.
Sid's favorite.
I'm Andreas, and I am Vildar Brittlebones. I do want to run your guys' distillery, and that's become my new passion project, is figuring out a better drink than Rambodium.
Rambodium Part 2.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
I'm Buster, and I play Cecil Swordsway, and I've been kissed by a man.
Your first kiss might be your last. Yeah, that was some good stuff. Good stuff. All right. And so you guys wake up in that ramshackle yard. You guys somehow managed to get whatever tent you brought with you, which maybe you guys
Does
anyone actually have a tent?
No.
Okay, so
I think he would be more uncomfortable. Like, Sid could sleep under the stars. That's his jam.
yeah, you just roll out the sod.
No, I just slept on my log.
Don't imagine the bee is so vicious when you got these little stick legs because you've just stopped walking altogether.
It's like atrophy.
Yeah, they're atrophying. Any minute, it's like a lamb.
It takes a lot of muscle to balance
It'll drop
some
off
log.
eventually. The legs. When they put the rubber band on the lamb's tail to cut it off.
Oh,
Your legs are next.
It's not going to be able to
God,
walk
dude.
wherever you go.
looking at me like that.
Yeah, so you guys wake up in whatever disheveled order or room that you slept in from the night before, and there's a bit of a hubbub in camp that you hear.
What's going on, I wonder?
Some guards screaming around a caravan of what looks like some merchants' wagons.
Well, what do you say we hit the road before traffic gets bad?
Yeah, it sounds good.
I've got the marbles tucked away so that they are not visible.
Perfect. So the day of walking towards Saccharine Keep, the rain is touch and go today.
Excellent.
So
Just
you get these-
glowing.
Yeah, it's bright and sunny and clear, and then the next minute it's torrential downpour for about 2 minutes, and then it's immediately bright and sunny again. Typical weather at this time of year. But you guys make your trek all the way to Saccharine Keep, and there in the distance you can see the tall stone walls that border the city and the shanty towns that lay before it.
Oh, Sid, I never thought I'd say this, but it is good to see a city again.
Speak for yourself, Fran.
Yes, I know.
Not a big
And you,
fan.
Beldar, I bet you just want to be in some sort of dark, damp cave. Fondling the bag of marbles under my jacket, just been in an extremely good mood all day.
Would we know he's fondling his marbles? We would hear it, right?
Yeah,
No, it's in that soft little, yeah.
I mean, we'd hear it.
Well, I'm just
Sid, what is that?
Not fondling, but I'll touch, just every now and then I'll smile and...
Yeah, you definitely notice the marbles are a new addition.
I've kept them hidden, though.
Don't tell me.
Every step.
What is that sound?
I don't know.
Somebody needs to tighten up their corn purse.
Yes, we did spend a little more than I was anticipating there, but you know, that wine was delicious.
How much did you
Anyway,
spend?
well, they were $10 a bottle.
What?
10 gold a bottle, excuse me. Seems like a good deal to me.
Oh, dear. We're going to be in debt forever.
Are we making our way to the keep?
Yeah,
I think
the
so,
keep's
yeah.
right in front of you. As if you were to make your way, oops, I need to be making that noise. If you were to make your way up to the keep,
Oh, go on.
you'd have to make your way through the shanty town beforehand. Actually, here's a map of the city. Here's the main
That
city,
is
but
fucking sick.
Chicken Town?
out
From Chicken Town.
all of that. Yeah, you're coming up this road here through the shanty towns known as Chicken Town.
Excellent.
And sure enough, there's like the balking and squawking of chickens that are running wild on the streets here, as like various vendors are like trying to stick out like meat sticks and skewers of things to you, chicken in particular.
Before we get too deep in, having last time been here, attempted Rob, I would like to secure as much as possible and place, have my glasses on my face with the chain on them.
The croquis
the
secured.
Yeah. I'm being a lot more observant than I was previously.
Okay. Duly noted.
Whew, it just feels alive to be amongst people, even though there are a lot of chickens. Shall we find somewhere to stay? Perhaps a bite to eat?
Yeah, that sounds good. Little hair of the dog.
It is like pushing on evening time. The sun.
Oh, yeah, we traveled all day.
All day, yeah.
So,
So like
hair
the
of the
sun's
dog
gonna start going down here. The sun usually is up about 6 a.m., down about 6 p.m.
It's the tropics.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a room.
Yes, let us look for somewhere to rest these weary legs. Am I right, Sid?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Why don't we collect ourselves and come up with some sort of a little plan? See what the day brings us.
The night?
Or the nights. I do seem to enjoy the evenings down south. Can't keep up with you.
Yeah, let's go find somewhere to stay. Get a room.
It would not hurt to spend some time in the tavern and maybe get some information as well.
No, you
perhaps
speak
not
of his
even.
taverns, you'll have a little bit of a problem.
Cool. So looking for like a place to stay and maybe gather some information. It sounds like.
An inn with like a tavern to eat at.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and get a room or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, an establishment of that nature. What like area of the city are you going for?
Maybe it should be in like Night Rocks or closer to like the keep.
Which one did you say it was? This one?
Yeah,
Is
that's-
the
that's-
whorehouse?
yeah.
And then if we were in Night Rock, we're at least in like the right place to be asking questions too.
Yeah. Somewhere over in here, right?
Cool. Yeah, up in the Night Rock area. Last time you were here, you spent like very little time through here, but that you went to a fancy restaurant, right? Or no?
No, it was a dingy restaurant.
It's
Got
the
half a feather out of 13.75.
right. Yeah, very low feather score.
I love that you remember the score.
But you would walked around a little bit and seen that this is a much nicer area of town. This is like where all the villas are, and even though the buildings are of like that sort of bulky stone blocky orcish architecture that's been built upon, so now it's quite elegant houses made into this area. In any case, you guys find a tavern, a bar, and inn with a bistro downstairs.
Have you ever been to a bistro, Sid? You're going to love it.
What do they serve?
Well, little this, little that. Each one's different. Can't wait to see.
This place is called the Silver Scroll.
Hell yeah. Well, do we go in and try and make accommodations? What do you gentlemen want to do?
Let's eat.
Yes, I am a little hungry myself.
Excellent. So you guys step on in, and you're greeted at the counter by a man in a fine suit and a clean shave, and he says, "Oh, what can I do for you? A room?
Good
a
evening,
meal?
sir.
A drink? Good evening. Yes.
Yes. Well, we would like all the above.
Great. Excellent.
Perhaps we'll get a room and we can stow our things, and then we'll be joining you for a little dinner while we converse amongst ourselves.
Yes, of course, of course. How many beds? 2, 3,
Just
4,
one.
1?
I personally would enjoy one for myself, gentlemen.
1. One for yourself. 3 beds.
3 beds it is. Perhaps adjoining rooms, if you will.
3 rooms, even better.
Or I don't know.
Rooms.
Yeah.
I'll take the floor.
Fair enough.
Excellent. I'll put you down for two rooms.
What are they running these days?
Rooms are 10 silver. a night.
Excellent,
Or
excellent.
1 gold, your preference.
Well, perhaps the 2 rooms with the 3 beds and 20 gold, and here's a little extra for you if you wouldn't mind allowing us a little privacy, if you will.
You're handing him 20 gold. It's 1 gold per room.
Excuse me.
That's fine. You'll take
No,
it.
What percent tip is that?
I would like to give him 3 gold total.
Perfect. That'll cover your meal, and give him a little extra too.
Yeah.
He's fine with
This
that.
one's on me, gentlemen.
Thanks.
He shows you up to your rooms, and they're nothing to write home about, but they're clean and they're furnished with beds.
They're clean?
Yeah.
Is there a door between the 2?
Yeah, there's like a door, and you open it up, and then there's another door there, and you have to open both doors, but then it's adjoining.
Well, I'll take the singles room, but perhaps we'll keep the door open just in case a creature of the night appears.
Sid runs outside and pulls some plants out of the ground and brings them up to the room and sets them around.
Yeah, there's
There
some
we go.
decorative plants for sure, and they're out front that you could go through. They're potter.
Yeah, exactly.
Like flowers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean they look like nice plants out there that
That's
someone
fine.
might not.
Better.
Gentlemen, I'm going to freshen up a little, and why don't we meet down at the sidebar and discuss what we want to do? Does my voice keep changing?
No,
Feels
you're
like
It's
it's
getting, it's getting a little more high pitched, but it's good. It's
After that
slipping
kiss,
back
it got a
in.
little bit higher.
Perfect.
Of death.
I'm kind of waking up. It's weird.
All right, perfect.
The bang hit is what it was. I'm just fucking jittery as shit.
I'm bringing one next time.
So you guys reconvene down at the bar, and it's like one of those trying to be a dive bar, but in a nice, fancy sort of way where a lot of hipsters are
Like
hanging
Linda's,
out.
Linda's Tavern.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Ugh.
yeah. So
This ain't no dive bar.
you've got a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, I like plants and stuff, but you know that they're not really that into plants. They just think druids are cool.
Oh yeah, name 3 plants.
They're like,
Sid, perhaps we
missile
just not judge everyone. We
foot?
just kind of figure out what we want to do here.
Can't help it with
I
fucking
know,
fakers.
I know. Why even waste your time on them?
So
Fuck 'em
goddamn
all.
stuffy in the city.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right. We'll be back home soon.
I think I could use a drink.
Yes. Let's get you a little something to drink. Wet the whistle, if you will. Dip the beak.
Indeed. I put the boot on the bar.
We don't really need to do that here, but perhaps this will do it. I pass him, a tankard.
Are they clay or glass here?
it'd be like a clay place, but it's like a decorative clay. It's glazed for
Yeah, I
sure.
was gonna say it's got that ceramic.
Yeah.
Okay. Pick whatever.
Eldar, would you enjoy one too?
Of course, you know me. Wolf enjoys the
Oh,
strong
my
drink.
friends and family have quite the thirst.
I pour it into my boot.
God damn it, Sid.
They're kept under the table so no one else sees it.
I just have a really long bamboo straw.
It's just grown.
Your foot is in it, the boot is in it, and the
I just fill both boots, put them on, and put the straw in.
Sloshing
I'm
every time you
disgusting.
walk. Oh, God. Still sopping from the night before.
I would like to try and direct us towards a table in the corner, come away from prying ears and eyes.
Yeah. You find a nice table in the corner, and you sit down, and this
Pull out my cigarello.
and this guy kind of saunters up to you, and he looks like quite a bit more disheveled than anyone else in here. and he's like, "You got another cigarette, bruv?"
Well, these aren't cigarettes, but perhaps. What about your name, Billy?
Bummer Square. I'm Simon.
Simon, what do you do around here?
Oh, bit of this, bit of that.
This and that. I believe I've heard of that.
I heard what you said. Yeah, these guys are all posers.
He didn't really mean it. It's okay. And I
did.
handed him a cigarette. Sid, please.
Simon, what do you do?
Oh, bit of this, bit of that.
Oh, yeah, I
And
guess
he,
we touched on that.
gives you a wink. And
Yes.
you kind of, I don't know where you picked up your thieves' cant from with your upbringing, but somewhere along the lines there were some shady characters
It was
that you
from
dealt
all the
with.
merchants dealing with my father.
Yeah, so you've picked up this sort of sly, underbellied lingo, and this guy is clearly saying that he is of a walk of path where he's a dirty thief of sorts, or
Excellent.
connected to the underworld in some way, and not the.
Would you mind joining us, Simon? I believe there's room for one more.
Oh yeah.
And what is a little of this and a little of that run these days?
Depends on what you're looking
Depends
for.
on this or that.
Which particular this, which particular that.
A little now, a little later.
Oh,
In particular, what brings you to town? Let's start there.
One Amanda Bland.
Amanda Bland.
Yes.
In the courthouse.
Yes. In particular, yes. I was going to say something, but I decided not to.
I see.
What would a little this or that run us in regards to the Miss Bland? No, we don't want to harm her by any means. Just curious about her passings and goings.
For a silver, I would tell you what I know about her.
Perhaps we make it two, and then you forget about it as well.
That sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, he gives this groaning laugh.
Love it. I would like to give him the 2 silver.
He takes the 2 silver and he says, Amanda Bland is the official secretary of the Tax Revenue Service. She works under Seymour Putter, and she writes all of the letters that go to and from the Tax Revenue Office.
If we were to seek out this office, where might we find it in town?
It's in the courthouse of Dukurad.
You don't happen to know where she resides, do you?
3rd door on the left, down the right
She lives
hallway.
there?
Oh, where she lives?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know that information.
What do you think it would take to figure that out?
A day or two and a few gold to grease the pipes.
If we were to seek an audience with her, perhaps enter her office, is that something that is doable?
We've done it.
I think so.
Well, you've got sleight of hand. Can you steal a quill?
I don't.
You're sneaky sneak.
I don't know sleight of hand though.
I don't know if that's a real skill. I just meant
It's just not one of my proficiencies.
Oh, I just meant sleight of hand, like you can steal things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have been in there. He's like, yeah, you can walk right in most of the time.
I love the idea of figuring out, because we're after the quill, not her. But if we know where she is,
You gonna kill her?
no, but we could sneak in and take the quill undisturbed, perhaps.
She definitely doesn't live in the courthouse. Yeah.
But I'm imagining, now hear me out.
Remember, she wouldn't have a quill on her.
Exactly, and I'm imagining she'd leave it there, and I'm imagining it's real hard to break into a courthouse. But if we track her home and perhaps hold a little hostage or two, she would bring the quill to us.
Another step down the dark path. Now it's taking hostages. not
Well,
B&E.
you're trying to break into the courthouse?
Yeah, Simon, you got a map?
Oh, I do.
Oh, I remember actually there was
Funny
some,
you mentioned that.
I remember there was some sewers. Perhaps we could,
And funny you mentioned that. What I got here, boys, is a map of the caverns that run underneath the city.
I love a cavern. Forget the hostage idea altogether.
I've started to warm up with you all of a sudden. A cavern? A home to me.
Now, I could let this go for a price if
I
you're
wonder what
in
that
the market.
price would be.
50 gold pieces.
What the fuck?
Gold. Oh, perhaps there's something from inside this courthouse that we could get for you.
I doubt they have what I'm looking for, but if you could get your hands on some nice spore dust.
Perhaps
Spore
might know
dust?
someone.
Yeah.
50 gold seem... I would like to try and examine the map to see if it looks authentic.
It looks to be like a folded up piece of parchment paper and another piece of paper next to it.
Would Sid know like what the fuck spore dust is? I'm assuming it's some sort of like mushroom.
Yeah.
magical-
So it's like this powder that people like inhale, and it just like sedates them.
Would
Makes
Sid
them.
just have this?
It's like pretty sought after.
Okay.
Probably not something that, and like hard to find. Like there's like
It's a
special
particular
sources of it.
mushroom.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not like just something you find in the wild.
It's not just like some
either.
magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's like more manufactured than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
like
like
almost like a
refined in
narcotic.
some way, or
Yeah.
like cultivated in big batches
Okay.
somewhere.
I would like to try and see if Simon appears to be very firm on the price, or if he could be negotiated with.
Yeah, Simon Firm.
Give me a persuasion check and an offer.
What do we say we make it 30 gold? 4.
What do we say we make it 20?
Well, that's 10.
2.
Wait, listen. Yes, do 45 gold.
I can live with that. I give him the 45 gold.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Yes.
It's love treasure, physical.
And this is a map of the area where you can access the caverns.
This is
That's a
what
big
is
map.
the best money I've ever spent.
Holy shit, dude.
And those letters on this map correspond to the letters on this map.
And you've mapped this yourself, huh, Simon?
I mean, you know, me and some friends.
A little this, little that, this,
Little
little
this,
that,
little that.
obviously. So, how does this work? Hey. So we're trying to get to
That building.
that building. And we are in, like, J? Or where would we be?
Yeah, you're probably somewhere in this neighborhood over here.
This like
K. That's right there.
is where we are, but then M
Is
and then L. So we have L.
we're trying to get to
Right,
here.
and there's
Yeah.
M because that's
So
the,
there's M.
It says, I'm gonna ignore the giant circle there.
Oh yeah, he's gonna say, that's where the
Got it.
that's where the yeah that's where it is.
That's where she is.
That's the courthouse.
And what else seems to be lurking in these caverns beneath the city?
Oh, all sorts of dark things dwell down there for sure. I would be careful if you're going down there. No guarantees on what you might find.
Excellent. Simon, do you happen to know when the courthouse shuts down for the day?
Hour before sundown.
Ah, so we're closed as of now.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we seem to be at a crossroads.
You know, between friends, another couple of gold. I could tell you how many guards are on duty at night.
I think that would be gold well spent. Gentlemen, do you agree?
Yeah, you're the bank.
I'm only spending my gold. I hand him another 5.
Okay. He says, at night, there's 6 guards on duty, and 2 at the gate, right at the front, which they keep closed, the gate. And there'll be 2 on patrol around the exterior, and there'll be 2 patrolling the interior halls.
We can't come up into the courthouse from the caverns.
Well,
Or can we?
there's a lot of built-in toilets
This
that
sounds
often
like a job for Sid.
drop down into the caverns below. They get washed out by the king tide that rolls in every now and then.
You say some individuals would be able to perhaps squeeze through these openings?
Perhaps. I don't know about the ones at the courthouse in particular, but
I guess there's only one way to find out.
most of these old major buildings have openings into the caverns below or something close to it. If you were, I don't know, long and narrow enough, I guess you could crawl up there or something.
I kind of eye Beldar.
He's pretty girthy.
Squat.
No, I'm just like,
I immediately turn and just look towards Sid.
I think I can manage to get in there.
well, Simon.
Into a snake.
Yes. Yes.
Brown snake.
Okay.
Some shit comes.
Well,
live.
Simon, I appreciate this information. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
If we find ourselves in the city, in the city again, is there anywhere we might find you?
Oh, you just ask around for Slimin.
Simon. Here or there, perhaps.
That's what they call me, Slimin.
Well, sir, I believe I must converse with my friends here. It was the utmost pleasure meeting you. I finally light the cigarillo he bummed.
Yeah. It's
Captain
just like
Ron.
he like takes a few big puffs and he just like settles deeper into his seat, like looking at you guys.
Well, would you be interested in coming with us?
Oh no.
Well, then I think it's time for us to say goodnight.
Oh. Yeah.
See you later, Simon.
Okay. See you guys later. Thanks for the coin. I've got a man to see about a bag of spore dust.
Yes.
He hurries off,
Alright.
finally getting it that he's no longer welcome.
See you later.
Fucking with these rings, man. He's have to like fiddle with something.
I know. I let it too.
I
ADD.
got my hands in my pockets.
It's like,
It's one of the dye bags.
I'd like to turn to these two now that Slimon's gone. Gentlemen, we seem to be at a crossroads. Is this the path we would like to go down?
What the fuck is this song? what are you turning into?
Nothing. It sounds awfully fun to me.
I'm in.
I mean, what's one quill? Can't possibly hurt anyone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I can crawl through that shitter.
Yes, you know, and I myself would be interested in doing the same, believe it or not.
You want to crawl through the shitters?
I would like to see what is inside that building when it's closed, more than my dislike for shit.
Shit comes live. Let's do this.
Shit comes life, you're right. Beldar, although you are our employee, once we do this, you're with us.
You owe me quite a bit of back pay as it stands, but consider me intrigued. I also can't imagine the two of you doing all that well without me at this point.
Oh, Beldar, how right you are. And I pay him.
you pay him.
Yes.
Oh,
How much do I owe you?
I'll just take 30 gold. It's been like 2 days since I got paid.
Uh,
3 days total.
Probably.
What did we
about
tell
that.
you we were going to pay you?
It doesn't
Once-
matter. I made a deal beyond you guys.
It doesn't matter.
Once you cross this path, though, you are part of our band, and we no longer pay you. You have to help bring money to the group.
All I really seek is perhaps to run that distillery that you have.
Yes, the quiet life in the forest. I too would enjoy that, but perhaps a little foolery before we go home.
Oh, certainly. I am no new person to that.
Excellent. So, the one issue I see is you're rather wide. How might we get you through this pipe?
How do you expect you might fit through the pipe?
Well, without seeing said pipe, I won't know quite yet. But these humans are quite wide too, so I'm assuming these pipes are rather large. Shafts.
I say I go in first.
Yes.
I pull, you push.
Yes.
We'll get him in.
Okay.
Okay, which pipe are you guys going to explore? What's your game plan?
I think we should. I don't.
Or we could have Sid go through and like unlock a window. Like if you snuck into the building and could.
There are guards out there.
Yeah, but what says we can't cross via rooftop?
Well, how do you get in? Oh, I guess there's one right there, but I'm imagining it's. I don't know what I'm at.
Grappling hook or rope? slide across, get to the rooftop. He
But then we
sneaks
would be in
through.
the caves. We split the group,
That's the other
which
problem.
I find generally
This
leads to
almost
no good.
always terrible. If we do the caverns, it has to be as a posse, I think. So
Yeah, I think if we enter like as close as possible,
Yeah,
so we don't get hung up on as much
Yeah.
shit.
Totally.
and just see if we can find.
And then get hung up on
accessible-
shit later.
Yeah.
When we go through the shitter.
I think we also need an exit plan. Do we want to go back
flush
through the
ourselves.
caverns, or, well, ideally, no one ever notices that we are in there.
It's gonna be really hard to not smell awful as we sneak about.
Should we set a fire somewhere?
That's what I was wondering too. Is like we could could create a distraction in town,
That's what I mean.
and then sneak in. And at that point, like, no one expects you to come from the caverns, but also they'll be busy dealing with.
I personally think this city is so big that to create that distraction, we're either going to have to set fire to the courthouse itself for
That's
it
fine.
to actually work. Do we really want to? I think if we really just try and sneak in through the fucking toilet.
What if we
it's-
just sneak in, sneak out?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if things go wrong, I want, we need to figure out, we need to know where we're going.
Just jump straight back into the toilet,
Okay.
down into the cavern.
Flush.
That's if you better go.
There they go.
Party jam. Turtle time. Are we just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now?
It feels like
I'm
we're
Raphael.
morphing into that.
Thank God we've gotten away from murder.
That's your options: is TMNT or murder.
So,
All right.
I would like to try. I guess if I try and make some poison here, is it going to be like obvious that I'm making poison to all the other people?
Like in the
the
restaurant.
restaurant.
I mean, you'd be like busting out beakers.
Yeah,
We have a room upstairs, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would maybe make the most sense would be retire there because we're gonna wait till evening anyway.
It is evening.
but we've got from
We
like
can wait
6
a
to
little
6.
later.
Like it's pretty much like a dawn to dusk. Kind of thing, or like-
Yeah. The courthouse.
Yeah.
An hour after sunrise, hour before sun.
So we would have a little bit of time to like for you to prep.
Yeah.
We'd be able to like short rest, I guess, if need be, and then middle of the night. I mean, we'd still have plenty of time to sneak in, sneak out.
Totally.
Well, I would like to retire to the room to do a little prep.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to too.
I think with the disguise kit.
Yes! Sorry, I was just like,
No,
like we're on the same wavelength. I'm just like, I hope this comes out next.
Disguise kit.
Yes, this is so fun.
I wish we should like generate a fucking disguise kit table or something one of
Oh,
these days.
totally.
That we can just
That'd be
roll for.
So you roll and go. You have a blank. Your hair is X, Y, and Z, and all that. Yeah,
Your little sailor boy.
that'd be amazing.
Can we dress the dwarf like a
Yeah.
sailor?
But always with one eye patch, if not two. It'll just gotta always be one.
Okay.
I'm
Sure there is. I think I found one actually after our fucking
What's-
last triple D.
Yeah.
A what?
Double D, whatever the fuck we
There
were.
was the
Brothers
brothers
The
D.
brothers D.
So once we get to the room, I'd like to attempt to make some sort of concoction that will put people to sleep, not
Okay.
kill them.
Gotcha.
But definitely like, what was that stuff? The chloroform.
Yeah. The chloroform.
I like that you play
like-
it down a little bit like you don't know what it is, and then you're just like chloroform.
You know that stuff.
like
It was always intended. It was fucking intended.
Yeah. Give me your roll, which would be your proficiency bonus, plus whatever attribute you're rolling with.
What attribute would it be? I think.
Or ability, whichever one you can justify best to me.
Intelligence.
Makes sense. Rolling turds.
6.
Okay.
Oh no, 8. Excuse me.
All right. So you like start mixing stuff together, and
All of a sudden, I wake up and it's dawn.
yeah, like at one point it starts fuming off, and you
Big
like
mustard gas.
I start waving stuff, and you hit the floor for a second, passed out for moments, and woke up again, and like obviously the mix was wrong.
Okay. Dang. I don't quite have the hang of this yet, but perhaps in a pinch it would help. I don't know. I can only really do that once, right?
Like I'm gonna say like once per rest. Like it took you some time, and now you have to like maybe get your materials back. You won't worry about role playing that out, but you have to like, go
'cause that can
source
take
your
a
shit.
lifetime.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lifetime. Fuck it, dude.
Oh God.
Okay, so any other prep?
Well, disguises. I think we're in order.
All right.
What do we want to like look different than we do, or do we want to like disguise ourselves for the night?
Are we just going like heist style?
I'm thinking like French cat burglar.
Yeah.
All right.
Curly mustache.
Yeah, the whole thing, the stocking cap that you could, and the the all black and the turtleneck, definitely the turtleneck.
It's like little hipsters.
The black mask on.
Yeah. No hat actually, because the hair is all perfect. The black cat mask.
You just draw a mustache on all of us.
Yes. Is this doable? Do I roll
Yeah, roll.
See how good it is.
for each one of us, or as a group?
As a group. Fuck! You left the cat masks back at the mansion.
Well, we got the turtlenecks.
The turtle. You have the matching turtlenecks.
Yes,
but no
yes,
cat
yes,
masks.
yes.
Boys, we look fantastic.
I don't need to wear pants with these, do I?
Sid, you could do whatever you want down the caverns.
Perfect.
Great.
I
Okay.
feel like I'm like turning into the fucking Sith Lord from goddamn, the real evil. Just
Yeah.
the hunch.
I'm watching it.
So you guys, how long did you guys rest? It was like nighttime.
I
You
think
sleep
if we
through the
go
night?
like, ideally we would leave around midnight,
Okay.
getting in around 2.
Okay.
All's quiet.
Assuming all goes well. All right. Where are you entering into the cavern system?
I think M, because we don't want to fuck around in there too much. Do we? M or that
Maybe
one?
L, because
Oh,
like we're
'cause
staying like
yeah.
around K or
Yes.
somewhere like there. So maybe like enter at L, because it's off the main like square.
That's L? Is it L?
Yeah.
Why don't we go there and take a look
I
and
think
see
it's an L, because that's right here.
Yeah.
see what the entrance looks like, if anyone's going to notice us.
Okay. You make your way to this area, which is like these back. It's like the back end of all these buildings, and there's like a bit of a lawn there.
Can't do
Sorry.
it when you're doing your like. That's just too much.
Kickscan.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, these are like
Gone
big,
to the part.
big open square areas, but this one's like the back end of all these buildings. Sort of like behind the Salal or whatever in town. Little courtyard, big courtyards.
To lean down and whisper in Beldar's ear. That turtleneck was so fantastic. Back in the darkness.
It's late at night and it's pretty quiet in these back alleys.
Do we find the entrance?
Yeah, you get up to this thing and it's this big grate on the ground. The hole is probably like 3 feet round.
Does it look like...
Can I try and lift said grate, but also quietly?
Yeah, give me a give me a dexterity check.
You want to give me strength?
I'll give you a strength.
One thing I have.
Math, that's what I'm going to pay for. So dexterity, it's an 8.
Okay. What is it with strength?
An 11.
11.
Not that much better.
Okay. Reasonable enough, though. This thing isn't very loud. It's as if it's used to being opened quietly, and it's like there's a latch on it, but the lock has been busted off like a while ago, and there's all this like tool marks on it where it looks like they've cut the lock on this thing multiple times in the past.
Is it like drop down, or what?
Yeah,
are we
there's
looking at here?
these rungs that are built into the side of the tube.
So like long poles, can I just slide down it really cool like?
No, they're like
Oh.
they're rungs.
I was
where
imagining
it's
like the way you go down ladders real quick, where you put your shoes
Yeah,
just on the edge. And
exactly.
it's
Like a fireman.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, there's like a full-on ladder you can do that with.
Thanks,
Because
Leo.
I don't know why I would be like, no, you can't do that.
You can't do cool
I
stuff.
picture it differently in my mind.
Totally and all.
to
Let's
climb
sit
down.
down.
You can do the cool like slide down it move as
I definitely like went down first but normal, and then I turned to see you do it, and I'm just like fucking so impressed. That is the coolest shit I've
Turn
ever
around
seen.
and just all I have on is the turtleneck.
The turtleneck and like the black fern.
Yeah, I painted the fern black for sure.
It's a nightshade.
Nightshade.
Have we entered the caverns?
yes.
Hold on.
So where you went down L.
Come on!
The ladder descends into a pool of water. Right up here.
How deep is
What's I will tell you in just a moment. What's the number there? It's a small one, hard to read.
72.
A lot of numbers.
Beyond being colorblind and apparently terrified of the sky, Bella also can't swim.
Oh no.
I'm decked out in chainmail. Oh no, I have no chainmail because I would be just rocking the turtleneck.
Yeah, but this is a sneaky sneak.
Do I have my
Okay.
axe?
Yeah.
As you drop into this chamber, it's dark and it takes just a moment, but your eyes adjust to your dark vision mode. As you splash into this, who's going in first?
Me.
He went first. I went
Okay.
second. Builder went third.
The ladder descends into the water, 3 feet,
That's a little.
And-
You're 4?
I'm 4.5 feet.
Okay, you can.
and it sort of you can feel the bottom. It's like a gravelly, silty
I'd like
bottom.
to just like be very still for the couple seconds before they come down to see if I notice anything moving.
Okay, you're like looking around, and there's this like sort of algae in the water, this green algae, and there's this slimy fungal growth that coats the side of the cavern. You don't see any immediate movements. Actually, give me a perception check.
Oh my god. 19.
You see on the far end of the cavern, you guys went down L, in this like alcove that you see over there, there's this like big mushroom growing out of the water.
Pointed out to Sid. From Slimon's map, if we head south, I believe we will head towards the cavern. Or we can go around, whatever. These are like walls, the gray.
Yeah, that's like, you know,
You
earth.
just want to go this way or this way?
I don't think we can. Yeah, I think we have to go the long way.
This way.
As he points out that mushroom to me, all of a sudden there's like this long tentacle that kind of reaches out from my side, and it comes out and grabs the mushroom.
What?
And then I fall into the water and come back up a giant octopus.
Okay, so you're reaching out to grab the mushroom is big.
Oh,
but
it's
the
big.
top of it is like 4 feet across.
Oh,
or so.
fuck, I'm
It's like
surely-
this big thing.
But I am gonna like reach out and graze Cecil with my tentacle.
Okay, you like melt into the water and
And
up
come
as
back up as a giant octopus.
Giggling.
Let's stow his turtleneck for later.
No, I'm still in the
you're
turtleneck.
Yes!
That's the best images.
Oh, damn, I
Octopus
wish we hadn't
with a
forgot the
turtleneck.
cat mask. You look so fucking good as an octopus with a cat mask.
The turtleneck, yeah.
Holy fuck!
With 8
Yeah, the
arms.
turtleneck just stretches out.
Yes.
For some reason, there's one on every single arm. Just enough arms.
I am so into this.
Oh, it's a good image.
This is my first aquatic creature that I
I
can change
dig
into.
All right. So yes, there is the cavern opens up to the north of you, and there seems to be some dry land to the south of you.
Are we using signals?
Yeah,
You can
I'm
hear
just-
like drips and like weird scattering of like rocks that echoes through this thing. It's hard to pinpoint the direction of any sort of sound down here. It all sort of echoes around.
We don't need light, do we?
You can all see
We've got
in the
dark
dark.
vision,
Yeah.
yeah.
Up to 60 feet.
Darn it. I'd like to start wading towards the south, towards the dry lands.
Okay, and that number is
78.
Fuck, that's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of water, too.
a lot of water down there. You see, like, the ground kind of, like, rises up out of the water there. It gets shallow. It's not like an abrupt edge. But on the floor, there is this tile labyrinth. And in this area, there's also... 78?
Yeah, 78.
78. There's also several headless statues that are are positioned around this tile labyrinth that consumes the entire floor of this area.
Can I kind of look for traps?
Kind of.
Yes.
I've never really looked for traps, so I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I'd like to investigate the area.
You got some keen perception to you.
Yes. Well, no, I actually don't, but yeah.
You see everything way better than Sid and I.
No, I was sick as fuck.
Oh, no, you did the
Yeah. No, I think you're talking about someone else.
You got like +7 perception.
It's weird that it's a wisdom thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't. I mean, that's always the argument between like what is wisdom and intelligence.
I have no idea.
Which is like book smarts, and wisdom is like.
Give me your
See
perception
why.
check to
Yeah.
search.
Are you doing perception or am I? I guess I did.
I mean, I can't even. If I see anything, I can't really tell you about it. I guess I can point with my tentacle.
4.
Okay, you don't see anything.
I've rolled like under
far as
10
traps
pretty
here.
fucking heavily.
Can I do just I don't know if it would be like a history check, but lore. Like, I mean, caves are my jam.
Yeah, caves are your jam. Go ahead and give me a
Perception roll.
Sure, or whatever you find fitting there. It's a good roll. So,
It's a cave.
I mean,
It's dark.
I mean, you definitely know like this labyrinthian tile structure is fairly old, and probably built onto like a hewn surface of the cave floor. So it's been worked somewhat on the ground at some point, but a long, long, long time ago. And there's even like some spots where there's like some drips have been landing on it long enough to build up a little stalagmite. Yes, the stalagmite.
It's like, wait, which one's the?
And yeah, there are of course stalactites from the ceiling, but you would say that it doesn't look like orc or dwarven or even like most
So
cultures
old, I
around
wouldn't
here.
be able to like figure out who or what did it.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's very old.
And we have this map, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I was thinking is if we do the fastest way from where we are, it's all through
Water.
If we went the slightly longer way, it's predominantly dry.
Yeah, but you're within the.
Yeah.
But I'm only 4.5 feet tall.
But it's only 3 feet deep, so.
They are at 72, but then it drops to 105 and 90 and 80s.
Are those depths?
No, those are just room numbers.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's like this was only 3 feet deep here.
Okay.
I say we take the water route because we have the
Yeah,
octopus.
it's octopus.
And, I'll go in front of you and you can kind of see, we'll use
Maybe I
me.
can just hold you up with my.
You
tentacle.
can't swim?
No, I can swim.
Okay.
I was just thinking better. Can I ride your log?
Yeah.
You and I can ride the log over the water while he splashes about.
So yeah,
Yeah.
on the
We
other
keep
side.
dry.
On the other side of this room, it descends back, yes, into the water again, and it kind of splits off into 2 different directions. You guys assume the fastest way is heading south.
I
Still.
love the idea of the
Towards-
log because then we're quiet.
Yeah.
80.
Nice, no splashing.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah, and you're
cruising
just
through.
in the water.
85.
Getting over my fear of the water.
That's right. I forgot that. Not only did you sail across a vast expanse of water,
And I was
you're
like, that
just
was a
swimming
bad
in it.
fact. That doesn't.
I wouldn't mind, like I got tickled by my knee or something.
So the water is about 2 feet deep by the time you guys get out to here, and you're trudging through this sort of like gross slime. It's all very stinky down here. Like a
Sewer?
pretty bad sewer smell. Yeah.
A sewer octopus.
I would like to try and. I mean, is there any point to enter stealth? I mean, I'm not hiding from them, but.
I mean, you could like creep along the edges, I suppose, but
I just
you
would
don't
like
really know
to
what you're hiding
try
from.
and not disturb my surroundings.
Okay,
as
give me a
much as
stealth
possible.
check to see. There it is, nat 20.
Nat 20.
You guys lose track of Cecil pretty quickly down here in the muck.
runs right into that sewage.
That's a 26.
All right, so yes, like I said, this room seems empty, and there is only 2 feet of water in here. Which way are you going? This way.
This way?
And as you head down this tunnel on your left, is that 88? I can't fucking see.
Yes,
Shit.
idiot.
There's this thing that catches your eye on the cave wall, it's something like written there, but in your black and white vision, it's really hard to make out what's actually written on this wall.
Is it in giant font? Like, I mean, just really big.
It's like pretty big, yeah, but you're seeing things in like a grayscale.
I see if it's small crayon and trace over it.
Oh, it's not like carved in there or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like painted on there,
We
maybe.
can't tell what it is.
You might need some more light to see what it is.
I don't think we need light. No.
Well, I might invite Pat.
Exactly. That everything knows where you are then.
All right.
I'll bust out a torch.
As you start slinking your way further deep into this, Cecil, you stub your toe on something in the water, something hard,
Very
and you keep going. That's it. You stub your toe on something that's sort of like in the water there.
I would like to slowly reach down and feel what it is.
It's something sort of wide and flat, like a sheet of wood or something.
Sheet of wood.
Yeah.
I feel. I would like to see if it can. I kind of put my foot out on it.
Kind of slides around too when you're like poking it. It's like it's not huge or anything, and it's not stuck to the ground.
I would like to try and pick it up.
Okay, you pull it up out of the water, and it's a wooden shield that's been horribly charred.
I would like to show this to my compatriots,
All right.
my fellow cat brooklers.
Check this out, guys.
This looks burned.
My tentacles are going wild.
Are you flailing, huh?
I'm just swimming around in circles around you in this like foot of shit water.
How
Okay.
big of an octopus?
Is that your wedding ring?
I'm a giant octopus.
That's what I was imagining.
And it's only 1 foot of water in this room.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
mostly out of the
sloshing around.
He's in stealth mode.
Okay, so you guys continue forward. The cavern narrows down a bit, but it's still. These are huge caverns. Like they're massive. So like even this narrow spot's like probably 20 feet across. As you continue over to 92.
Sorry.
Okay, so as you're walking along, just out of this narrow spot, you guys step out. Who's in the front?
Me.
Okay, perfect. So with as you go forward, you kind of dip below the water a little bit. It's deepened up here, and you can feel that it's like definitely gets quite a bit deeper suddenly at that point.
Okay.
Like you can swim to the bottom if you want, but it's like no longer in tentacle reach if you're on the surface.
I throw up some tentacle signs to my boys. They're like, and then I dive down.
Okay, you do like a dive down. You guys can clearly see like it's a little deeper here now.
Do I see anything?
Okay, what was the room again? It was 92. What's your vision?
I have dark vision.
Dark
so
vision 60 feet.
Yeah.
As you're looking around down here in the water, you can see that there's these two shapes floating around the back end of the cavern. They look like rats, big giant rats. And as you're looking around some more, you see these weird like little people, little like otter-looking people, but they don't have fur. They're like they have tails. They're like little salamander people. That's actually a better way to put it. So like they're these weird little salamander
That are like
people.
deep down.
They're just like floating around in the water, like all around you. There's like you look around, there's like at least 3 that you can see, and they're like
just like ahead of me.
yeah, just in this cavern, like
Okay.
floating around, and they're like looking over at you. Yeah.
I raise my tentacle and wave.
Okay, you wave your tentacle and wave, and one of them like raises its little like flipper hand and like waves back at you, and the other one like swats his hand down.
I throw up my tentacles and show the octopus sign of peace.
Okay, give me a charisma check.
12, but I have a plus 16 to charisma from giant octopus. They just won't shut up.
All right.
Pretty looking.
Would you... Someone behind you, Buster, there's Volo's Guide to Monsters. Right there. That's what I need. Thank you. One of them pulls out a fucking some sort of weird apparatus from his backside. It's kind of hard to make these guys out, but it does look like they have like stuff strapped to them.
They're strapped.
They're strapped, and man, book's really not that long. It shoots a fucking harpoon at you.
I dive.
Down in Periscope.
Okay.
I'm just hearing submarine sirens. It's just like
Yeah, I'm letting my boys
really
know.
good.
The fucking harpoon zips past your head. It's like a very small thing, like a chopstick size harpoon.
Oh, these are like tiny little
yeah,
guys.
they're like maybe 2 feet across.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit bigger than that, but not much.
Yeah, I dive below the surface of the water. Like I dive down.
It's already. This is all underwater that this
okay,
happened. Like
okay,
you
okay.
dive down and you kind of adjust to like the underwater view.
Right,
thing.
and that's when I see all these.
And they're like
fucking
floating
things.
around down there, and they see you, and they turn and shoot at you with this little harpoon gun.
I just speed off. Right, I dodge. I do my octopus dodge.
Yeah, you like just like squirt away.
Yeah,
you
totally.
ink.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna ink yet.
Okay,
so I can only do that once. One short
You're
rest.
saving your ink.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. There's a number of these things that you see down here. There's 6 of them, I believe.
And my boys are right behind me, right?
Oh shit! There's
We're on
just
the
this
ledge.
one of them, actually.
Oh,
I'm
there's
sorry.
one of them?
There's just one of these guys, and there's the 2 rats that's with it. Yeah, it was just the one of them.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna reach out with my tentacle and grab him then.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
24 does hit. Yes.
Okay. For 11 bludgeoning damage. And then he's got a DC 16 to roll against, and if not, he's grappled.
Dex or strength?
Strength, I think.
Roll 17 minus 1. I got 16.
So it's 16.
Okay, so I meter beat. It is not grappled. Somehow this thing is like slippery enough.
Or does that just go against my strength?
I imagine you have like a.
It says DC 16.
Yeah,
DC 16.
Yeah, it's a DC 16. So
Okay.
I got meter beat 16, which I just barely did, rolling a 17. This thing manages to squirt its way away from you with its slimy exterior.
Oh, it squirts too?
It did, of some kind, but not like in ink, just like a cloud of urine.
Okay.
And it's its turn. It's going to turn invisible. As you see it like start waving its hands and like bubbles start going out of its mouth, and it just like vanishes in front of you. And the 2 rats start swimming towards you. You guys see 2 rats on the surface of the water swimming towards you.
the huge rats, like people size.
Yeah, like people-sized rats. What do you do?
Push Cecil towards them. We've been doing so well in the sewer, just I think you're an elf boss.
You just push him into the
Sewer boss.
I would stay on the shore where I am not.
Which shore?
We're in like 1 foot water.
yeah,
If we
yeah.
keep going forward, we'll be in.
Yeah, I
Swimming
assume
water.
stay in the.
So we see 2 rats, but we don't see Sid in any way, right? We just see a little disturbance in the water.
Yeah, you see a couple of bubbles rise up suddenly.
So
That's about it. It's really like inky and gross, and this algae and cloudy water. It's hard to see into.
Shit.
Brother Cecil, perhaps prepare yourself.
I say too.
So, do you guys do anything as these rats approach you? They swim up towards you and they're going to bite you.
Beyond slinging.
I see this too,
the
right?
great axe.
Yeah, you're below the surface dealing with this. As this guy's like disappearing, these things are swimming above you, going towards your friends.
Okay.
You can like
I would-
attacked it. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Position myself in front of Cecil.
Okay.
And have axe brandished.
Axe brandished. All right, Cecil, what do you do?
I will. How far away are they?
They are like 25 feet away from you.
When they're coming at us?
Yes.
I would like to throw my dagger at the lead rat.
Okay.
19.
That hits.
Does the attack bonus? It doesn't get added to the damage, correct?
No.
Yeah.
Just your ability.
7 damage.
All right. And you
then
skewer
my
that rat.
Dagger returns to my
It
hand.
appears back in your hand. And the rat rolls up and attempts to bite at Beldar. Or wait, did you push him in front of you, or you stepped,
No, I stepped in
you
front.
stepped in front? It attempts to attack Beldar. And armor class 15.
I have 17, but I don't remember if I would have worn chainmail.
I mean,
I would think I would.
you probably
Under
would.
the turtleneck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Armor class 17.
Okay, so it bites into your turtleneck, thinking that it's going to gain some purchase, but lo and behold, there's chainmail beneath, and it's unable to get a good bite in.
What, you ripped your turtleneck?
We can fix it. We can fix it.
You see the rat above you attacking your friends. It's your turn to do something if you want,
Yeah, I'm
Mr. Sid.
I am going to jet up and like surface on the water. Am I like kind of in between them, or the
Emergency
rats are at
breach.
them? Rats are at them.
The rats are at them.
dodge.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna reach out my tentacle and try and strike one of the rats. Probably the one that Cecil hit.
That one's dead.
Oh, that one. I hit
So
the other
there's one rat. Yeah.
Hit that motherfucker. For 18, or just 18 hit?
18 hits.
Okay. For 9 damage.
All right. You choke that rat out. They're just rats. They're big rats, but they're rats.
Cool.
And that creature that you saw down there, I misspoke when I said there was a bunch of them. There's just the one, and it is nowhere to be seen. Weird.
Bye, friend.
What's the deal with that? Okay. So, looking above you, there doesn't seem to be any openings in the cave as you're making your way along here.
And we're kind of like just underneath that like right side of the courthouse kind of area.
Yeah.
And we could explore further and under, but then you and I are either going to start swimming or needing to
Are you
do
showing the
something.
broom?
Yeah, we could be riding the log.
You guys could both be, like, on the log, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
I think that makes sense because he's great in the water.
So,
I don't
yeah.
think you and I are.
This is your guys' first time sitting on the log together.
Yeah.
I've never been on the log.
And I hung out at the party. I was on it with you, and then a second time.
You've been on it a lot.
Yeah.
You've been on it almost as much as I have.
We've been hanging on it quite a bit.
We carved our initials into the log.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Friends.
I've got my initials carved in and just waiting for Cecil to come around.
Yeah, there's another plus sign.
Then it's blank.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are floating above the water, heading this way, and you are, like, swimming in the water below them,
I'm gliding.
you're gliding along.
I'm a torpedo.
This is where you see the silhouette of multiple of those creatures floating around down here. And they're all, like, looking at you, and
I wave again.
you wave.
Yeah.
And, like, another chopstick goes, like, whizzing by your ear.
I give him the octopus peace sign.
So they start, like,
I feel like one of them I almost had.
flippering towards you. Yeah. It looks like there's 8 of them in here. Oh, excuse me.
That's what you get for having 8 legs.
Yes, there's 8 of them in here.
I'm gonna jet up and land on the log.
You jet into the air. The octopus comes bursting out of the water towards you guys. And careens into you.
Just holding by a tentacle.
Dex checks.
Yeah, I'm just holding on to the tentacle that like my eyes are still underwater.
Dex checks all around.
Natural 1.
Okay, you, Beldar, go tumbling into the water.
So that chainmail will keep
17.
me right on the surface.
Oh wait, I knocked him off.
It's like a
It's the
small log. There's 2 dudes like balancing on it, and then a giant octopus comes out to join them. Yeah, someone's getting pushed off. It's Beldar.
Whoops.
Well, I'm glad I took swimming lessons.
You go
You did?
I've got floaties.
Okay.
He's got his water wings. Pool noodle.
pool noodle. You go crashing into the water, and these creatures start swarming around. I think this is a good time to roll initiative. Cecil.
I can see these things.
Yeah, they're like they're in the water. They're fairly close to the surface, though.
Oh, there we are. Got it. The rock. And what's a square represent?
Square is 5 feet.
35 feet. I would like to look at this one and just flip him off, casting Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
19.
Yes, I think I make a save. Do you want to look up that spell? Make a roll. Preemptively. 12. Probably a wisdom. This, yeah. Gonna fail pretty hard.
60 feet, unless your string of insults, well, if the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
So I rolled a 10, and what I need to beat is 8 plus your ability modifier, 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your ability modifier of intelligence, so a 12. It fails. And what do I take? Damage?
1d4, 3.
3 damage. And I have disadvantage on my next attack?
Yes.
Okay. It looks deeply cut by your rude gesture and taken aback. Beldar. Oh yeah, this is all in water as well.
So is there and there's a disadvantage of distance?
Yeah, I think it's
underwater?
half distance.
Half distance.
That's what you can swim.
So I'll just call it 10 squares. Or not 10 squares, that'd be really nice. I'll just call it 10 feet.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll just move to there, and then I'll
Like hold
tread
it.
water.
Yeah. Hold ready to attack or something. You still have an action. You can ready.
Yeah, I guess can I ready that and keep it bank?
Yeah, you can give me a contingency like I ready to attack if, or I ready to do this action if this.
Can you sprint?
Even
Another two.
Sprinting
Just
is only
give me
good.
another 2 squares.
Yeah.
Well, the hard part is with not sentinel. With brace, if something moves into my space, then I swing. So that kind of takes that whole thing into account. I'll just use the action to do the full swing
Perfect.
instead.
Cool. All right, Sid,
Is this me?
you're the bear.
Oh.
Well, yeah, octopus.
We gotta get you an octopus token.
So,
I don't think I have one of those.
Okay.
But you don't have any disadvantage in the water, right?
No.
Sort of your jam.
Sweet. I have 60 feet movement and swimming, so I'm gonna go all the way over here.
You like jet over there.
Yeah,
with a big
and then I'm
burst.
going to shoot out my ink cloud,
Oh.
and it's a 20-foot radius.
Okay, which square is it originating in?
Right here.
Yeah, where's your ink hole coming from?
I'd say it's
Right
from my
here.
behind.
20 foot.
Yeah. Jesus, forgot a great art.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing.
Wow,
It's
you
like
fucked 'em all.
everybody.
Except for Beldar.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, let's see. There's its ink cloud. It just gets inky and dark in that area.
Yeah, so that area becomes heavily obscured, and then I can take, after I shoot my ink, I can take a bonus dash action. But at 60 feet, I don't really need to go 120 feet. But maybe I just go like this. I'm just gonna come up
Just
next
like-
to Baldor. Yeah.
Scooch in there and ink off. And
What does the ink cloud do?
It just kind of like heavily obscures the area. I would assume it like disorients them.
It was probably smart for them with ranged attacks too. If
Yeah.
they can't see as well, I'd assume that they are at some
Yeah, Leo, right?
yeah, that's a good one.
We just like make up rules and like, but I guess they're all
This is
melting
what it
now.
means. Well, it's
like-
actually flammable, so let's just not.
Shit. Okay, so with that, it is their turn, and these guys are all obscured by this inky blackness that comes squirting out of your body. This guy, who's still reeling from the rude gesture of Cecil, is going to load his little harpoon gun and aim it at Beldar over there. And he shoots at disadvantage.
Oh, that's a. Oh, I thought that was you, Beldar.
Which one?
The guy that's staring at you.
And 16 probably misses you.
Yes, it just misses.
And then he's going to start moving away. 5, 10, 15, 20. They all start swimming out of this inky cloud in various directions. These ones here in the back don't have the greatest of shots to get off now. That guy moves at 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one's going to shoot at you, Beldar. And he misses wildly as his harpoon goes zipping past you. This one over here by Sid is going to shoot at Sid. Oh, 18 on the die. Plus 4. Probably. Yeah, so 22 hits you. And he does a whopping amount of damage. 7 points of damage as this thing pierces into your body. This harpoon.
Sounds unfair.
This guy's also going to take a shot at the octopus. He fails.
So,
He shoots.
it's in that one. I
He
saw it.
he goes to grab his.
Backwards.
Yeah, he goes to grab his harpoon and load it. He fires, the string goes, and the harpoon just like floats off. Oh no!
Underwater expletives.
And that's their turn. These other guys had spent their time getting out and around. So that brings us back to Cecil.
I'm going to throw my dagger at this one. Natural 1.
All right. You drop your dagger into the water, and you're like, "Oh no!" And you're like looking for it for a second, but it's already in your hand again.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I didn't know that could happen.
first time for everything, Sid.
All right, Beldar.
And diagonal will still be just 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
We'll do my 10 feet of schwimmen. And I'll take a... I'm going to use the Great Weapon Master attack. So I'll take a -5, so a net +2
All
to
right.
attack. 12.
12 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not enough to hit this thing as you swing and a miss.
Not interested in I'm going to use Action Surge, take an additional action, and I'm going to actually swim into this ink cloud.
Oh.
Attempt to hide myself in it.
Okay. You swim into the ink cloud, and Beldar vanishes into the darkness.
Because of the turtleneck.
It's a turtleneck, really. I like that you're kind of dressed a little bit in what I expect, like the black beanie.
Fucking Sid.
I am going to. I'm just gonna get this one over here. And I'm gonna take a strike at this guy with my tentacle. Nat 20!
Woo! W style.
Holy shit. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, should I just crit, right? I just rolled 4 times. It's 2d6.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, 6 plus. So 12 damage.
Okay.
And then he has to succeed on DC 16 strength, or he is grappled.
Okay. DC what? 16? Okay, so he fails, and you realize that you're thrashing around this lifeless corpse that you just choked to death.
So I can beat
I'm
him.
the
His
brutal-
friends with him?
Yeah, you got a hold of this
Cool.
creature that you
weapon.
thrashed to death.
Perfect.
This little Sally man.
Tear him apart.
All
Shove him in
right.
my beak.
And so this dead Zoid. This guy's going to just swim a little bit to here, and he's going to shoot at the octopus. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. It does 8 damage to you.
Jesus.
These guys really kick.
This guy is going to swim a little bit over this way, and he's going to shoot at the octopus as well. 21 to hit.
No, that didn't hit.
He does 5 points of damage to you. This one's going to swim out this way till it can see you, and it's going to shoot as well. 17 to hit. Am I doing that right? Oh, sorry, that's 16 to hit. And 8 points of damage. Does the octopus still maintain form?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's got 52 hit points.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's more than double mine.
Yeah, I mean, if I fall out, I can just turn back into it.
Whoa.
It's an instant replay.
Totally.
These ones are also like
Good
kind of
creature
getting
to have.
close to the surface. This is all happening fairly close to the surface. These guys are going to pop out and shoot at Cecil.
Should have been in the tank.
15 to hit.
My armor class is 15.
Okay, one hits for 6 points of damage. The second one misses. The third one hits for 8 points of damage. And the fourth one hits for 4 points of damage.
I have 4 hit points.
Brutal.
Agreed.
They go down quick, don't they? The hit points.
Yeah. Well, especially when you don't have many to begin with.
No doubt.
And I historically roll only ones when we were rolling for them.
Right, and it's your turn.
Cecil's taken, his breath is knocked out of him by these little spears.
Yeah, you just got peppered with chopsticks.
Yeah. And I'm going to... I can't really hide on anything, behind anything, can I?
Not really.
I'm fucked. I would like to attempt another throw of the dagger at this one.
Alright.
A 3, and then I would like to disengage.
You just turn the broom around and scoot out of there. I don't remember what the broom fly speed is, but I remember it being pretty good.
I'm on the broom.
Yeah, I think it's sick. I can look if you want.
Yeah, you can book it. I'm going to say it's probably 60 feet. Or 50 at least. Okay.
I don't really have anything to heal myself.
Beldar.
I'll come shooting out of the ink, and I'll just take a standard deck.
That's going to hit for sure. You got 15 on the die.
Yeah, and 22 total.
22 total's definitely going to hit.
Not so good. 8.
Enough, though. Even with minimum damage of your axe, you can slaughter one of these creatures. Yes. Sweet. Alright, and Sid.
Where the fuck is Cecil? Over here?
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, really
Checks
walked
out.
on.
Checks
He's got like
out.
4 hit points.
I know, I was just like, I wanted to protect him. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna reach out and fucking try and clap that boy. Come on, 20. 28. I'm assuming that hit.
28 hits, yeah.
For 11 damage.
That does it for sure.
Okay.
You choke out another one.
And I got another one in the other tentacle.
Yeah, you got 2 of them now. Room for 4 or 6 more.
Yeah,
huh?
dude.
How far is your reach with the tentacle?
15 feet.
Whew, that's a nice reach.
And I'm gonna swim into the ink cloud. Come over here.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty useless, so this is all you, bud. I'm RP heavy. Hit point light.
These guys are going to back away from the ink cloud and keep their
This is such a spread out fight. I love it.
crossbows pointed this way. These 3 up here are going to they're going to shoot their shit at you. They're going to back up a little bit, but they're going to shoot. Um, 12, 19,
Yes.
and 15. So 1 hit You take 6 points of damage.
What's your hit point, man?
49.
What's your maximum normally?
21. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
What's a fucking hit point? Cecil, it's your turn.
I'm gonna scan the roof for exits.
Okay. As you're scanning the roof, it's kind of like the first time you've like looked this deep. There are these shafts in the ceiling, a little bit further beyond where this battle's happening. But you can definitely see that there's these carved shafts
Cecil's out.
coming down from the ceiling, and they look like something that you could fit up into.
Boys, the shafts! Fly, you fool!
I'm gonna just kind of hang on the peripheral. If one attacks me, I would like to ready my action to counterattack. Is that a thing? Or,
Not
not
exactly,
really.
but you know, yeah, you can ready your action to throw a dagger at something that might attack you.
I can't really there's nowhere to hide, right?
I mean, you can go around a corner. I took the map away, but there is like a around the corner area over here.
I'm just gonna kind of hang back there, and if any come my way, I'll reassess them.
Just finish him off.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds like a plan. Beldar,
I'm gonna plant myself between these two using a
Oh
sprint.
shit! I forgot about vicious mockery.
Sid.
I'm gonna and I'm going to hit that motherfucker.
The tentacle comes whipping out of the ink.
Yeah, it's a cool image, dude. 21
Yeah, for
to
sure.
hit. And
Fucking these
10,
things up.
13 damage.
You choke out yet another.
And I
one of
just
these creatures.
pull him back into the dark.
Sucked into the dark.
Oh no! Yeah. Come on.
Oh my god. There's two. These guys. Okay.
My little trash den I'm creating.
It's always a mess with you.
This one's gonna start swimming away. Excuse me. And these guys are also going to start swimming away. These are fleeing.
We want to get as far away from that ink cloud as we can, and I don't blame them.
This-
I'm
shooting
freaked
at
the fuck out.
This one's gonna step backwards a bit.
He'll trigger Sentinel.
Yes, he will.
22.
Hits.
6.
That kills it, and possibly could have killed two of them at once if you were lucky enough. But yeah, you slash it and crash it, and it dies. Cecil, you're hanging back, and you see this salamander little dude start swimming underneath you.
We just slowly pass each other.
Yeah, it's just trying to get out of there.
I'm also
and
trying to just get back to my buddies. I'm hurting.
and
Both kind of look at each other like.
so it kind of calms down. The ink dissipates, and you rejoin your comrades who are kind of like treading water. You look up to see the shafts above you, and they're kind of stained with the sewage that drips out of them. But those must be the very shafts that Slyman was talking about.
How high up are they?
Let's see. They're probably about 25 feet up. They're up a ways.
We'd have to fly up.
Yeah, because I was thinking Josh's reach is not going to be enough for him to pull us up there.
Well, we
Reach
have
is
the
15 feet.
broom. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
we
know if we both. I mean, obviously we both can be on it, but we can always drop it back down, right?
Yeah, maybe Sid rides up with you, Sid comes back down, gets me.
Yeah. Can we attempt this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old the boat and the
The
goat. And
goose,
the,
the fox, and the bag of
scorpion and the
grain.
frog.
yeah. Exactly. After much math and debate, you guys figure out a system where you won't eat each other in the process of transporting up into the poop
I
shaft.
definitely am side-eyeing that octopus.
And I think we'll pick up next episode with the breaking in of the keep, which was gonna, We made it. And,
Sorry, I will sidetrack.
thank you all for listening to Plus 3 to Friendship. Definitely leave us a comment or a
The ballers.
yeah, give us the money.
Send us money.
Send us money. Send us
Quit our
help.
jobs.
Put our jobs and create content for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Our pleasure.